Hey everybody, this is Angry Poncho doing a let's play of, you guessed it, Pikmin. Oh, this is one of my favorite games. I'm so excited to get started on this. It's kind of a big deal for me because this is my first LP that I'm starting up here at UGA, University of Georgia. I'm really excited about it. Anyway, I'll let you watch the cutscene. This music right here coming up is like the best I've ever heard in the whole game. Seriously though, like if that music was like from a real band, I totally would buy their album. I don't know why, I just like that kind of techno sound. Anyway, it looks like our protagonist is knocked out cold. He's alive though. Oh shit! Yeah. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I woke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then... No, better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. And with that, it basically just leaves us to run around like we're totally lost. Anyway, it says we've recovered 0 of 30. Just one more part, we can increase our capabilities. What that means is we can go to a new area, which is good since this one doesn't have much. Anyway, wander around, head up here to the upper left, and you'll find this. Bloop. Yeah, basically just walk up to it and touch it, and it'll activate the cutscene. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion, too. Yeah, these are the onions. They're pretty neat. Anyway, now we just wait. We'll do a scientific observation here. Check it out. Yeah, apparently Captain Olimar is like a scientist or at least like a researcher or something, because he knows stuff. He's pretty smart. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. Yeah, they're kind of cute, actually. This sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of the wind. I cannot help but think that it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Yeah, sometimes I get compulsions to press buttons too. It's okay, dude. Totally normal. What? Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet fighting to survive, and yet I am intrigued. Yeah, definitely a scientist. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. Look at the flashing buttons, that's kind of cool. The following controls, yeah, that's how we move the camera. I must survive, I need to familiarize with my controls. Anyway, yeah, I love to play way zoomed out. Not like this far, but let's get like... about like this. And if I'm in a fight, I'll probably back out even more so I can see the field. But for most of your gameplay, you're going to want like a tilted camera like this, because it gives you a better view. Anyway, there's these little plants up here. Oh, yeah. Your Pikmin sometimes will like automatically do things when you walk past things. Like, and these plants is one of them. Now, if you want to assign a Pikmin to do something, there are two things you can do. You can use the C-stick to make them walk in a certain direction, like push to the right, they go over to the right, up, they go above you. It's a little bit of a delay, and like the whole group, like as a group, kind of like shifts over. Or you can take a Pikmin and throw it. Basically, it'll go wherever you're aiming your little target reticle in front of you. Push B to call it back with the whistle. X dismisses your Pikmin. Basically says, hey, go away, or just stay here for a minute. If you want to go somewhere without him following you, you can do that. Now, if you want a Pikmin to pick something up, you can use the C stick to push towards it, and he'll grab it. Or, if it's a little farther away, or if you can't get him up there by walking, you can toss him over to it, and it'll automatically grab onto whatever it is and take it back to their onion. And there it goes. 2 more sprouts, so we can get more Pikmin. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds! The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Yeah, I haven't quite zeroed in on a voice for Captain Lolomar yet. I really haven't. It's hard to place him. He doesn't actually have any lines, so I can't, like, mock him. Yeah, a little tip for those flowers. If you just, like, walk up to them, it takes a couple hits to destroy them, but if you toss a Pikmin onto the top, they can get them in 1 or 2. And look, more Pikmin in the ground. We can go over pick up the other one, too. That's cool. Alright. Yeah, when you get under the onion, it'll zoom in so you can look better. Try to find stuff. Anyway, we run over here and get this one. See, 1 hit, he takes him out. Now, I can't use the C-stick to get him up there because they can't walk up to the slope. So I'm going to have to toss one up there to get that one. Yeah, they don't even have to be very close. Just as long as they're, like, nearer to it than anything else, they'll probably go for it. Oh, and as for picking up the seeds under the Pikmin, or excuse me, under the onion, if you've got like 100 of them planted in the ground down there and you don't want to like walk around each one, you just keep tapping A, and Captain Lolomar will automatically walk for another one. He'll just go right around the circle and pick them all out for you. Yep, there you go. Anyway, those numbers on the item, there's a blue number and a red number. A blue number is how many Pikmin are required to move the item, and the red number is how many are currently working on it. So you have to have at least the blue number, but you can have like up to like 2 times on some items and 1.5 times on other items. It depends on how big they are. For example, let's see. This is a 5 pellet here, so it's going to take at least 5 Pikmin to move it. So there it goes. If I want them to go faster, I can throw all of them, and the 7 of them will move faster than just the 5. Because, you know, more people, it's easier to lift. Same applies for Pikmin. It actually makes a lot of sense. Anyway, basically, I'm just running around finding all these pellets and kind of collecting them all up to get more Pikmin to grow out of the onion. See if I think there's more. There's a couple more over here. Let's see. Nope. See, I got that 5. I got the one up the top of the hill over there. Something up there. Alright, well, we got more seeds here. Again, I'm just going to tap A to pick all of them out, and he automatically runs for whichever one that he thinks is best. I don't really know what his system is. Anyway, once you've got 14, you're done in this little area over here. Walk over to this box. It has a 10 on it. Yeah, anytime it has a number, that tells you how many Pikmin are needed to do things with it. And boxes can be pushed. And that clears a new path for us. Look at that. They're pretty industrious little fellows. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of the Pikmin conduct. Here we go, guys. Summary. Pay attention. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw. Press B to call them. X to dismiss. Use C to command and control the group. L, R, and Z control perspective. I shall record all of this in my computer. I can press Y to access the computer. Alright, cool. And you see, once Pikmin finish a task, like the moving a box or something, they'll dismiss automatically next to it. And you have to either use the whistle or touch them to get them back to follow you. So I can just like walk down the line and touch them all. That's not very reliable though. One good whistle blow will get any Pikmin in the circle. And now we have a little thing here. Amazing! Then we already had like phenomenal, astonishing, and now we have amazing. There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. As a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me. Yeah, of course it has. I mean, if we hadn't found the engine first, like, we definitely wouldn't be able to take off this at night, and you guys are about to see what happens at night anyway. But how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, we could try pushing it. Anyway, in the next video, we will try to find some way to move this item.